Let's go, legends. What is happening? Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Let's analyze the price of Bitcoin and see what's happening. Hope you're all having a great Thursday. Let's analyze the price of Bitcoin. Let's see how my scenarios from this morning's update are playing out at the moment. We are at the daily level, okay, that I mentioned this morning. And we've closed a 1 hour candle body on top of that daily level. Does that mean we're going up, or are we seeing a rejection from the 4 hour time frame? Very, very confusing price action over here. Okay, so let's go and analyze the price of Bitcoin. Also, I want to share something with you guys, our Legends community. Okay, right, let's get into the action. Hi, Mr. Crypto Big Brains. Welcome. Let's go, devil. Smash up the like. Yes, smash up the like on your way in. Okay, let's get cracking. Legends, let me put myself here onto the smaller circle. Okay, and go here onto the price of Bitcoin. Yes, Boot. Hi, Hannes. Welcome to the live stream. Legends, the first thing that you will notice, maybe you won't, maybe you will notice, is I've had some people giving me feedback on the color of my candles was a little bit too dark. So what I did today is I just made them like one shade lighter so that everyone can see the candles better, especially when I zoom. You know, when I make them smaller, people complained that they couldn't see them properly. So let me know if it's better. I made them I made the purple one shade lighter and the green one shade lighter, so you guys should be able to see the candles a lot more clearer now. Okay, right. I mean, the best color to use is white, obviously, and that will stand out quite nicely. But I think this should be good enough. Okay, legends. What is cooking here with the price of Bitcoin? Quite confusing price action over here. Okay. We are at the daily that I spoke about this morning during my update, and this is where we are currently consolidating. What is confusing here at the moment, and I'm sure this is confusing some traders, is that I always say when you have a body of a candle close above a critical level, you increase the probabilities that you're most probably going to find higher levels. Okay, and that's what we did here on the 1 hour time frame. But what then gets confusing, when I go to the 4 hour time frame, we've just wicked it. Okay, so we've got a 1 hour candle close above, but from a 4 hour perspective, it looks extremely bearish. So then what I like to do is I like to go back to CVD to see if I can find any clues perhaps inside of CVD. Okay, so the one clue that I did find is if I go back here onto the 1 hour and I switch on the VRVP, you guys will see that we have a high volume node, okay, here at $61,230, give or take. Okay, so there's definitely a possibility that we broke through with high volume. Okay, and perhaps if we come down lower, we could bounce in this area. Okay, you want to see price slow down where we could find upwards momentum here. So not clear price action, not confirmed yet as from an upwards momentum perspective, but I want to go and have a quick squiz here at CVD. Right, so when I go to CVD, yeah, everyone can see that. Now I'm here on the 5 minute time frame, and what I'm looking for now is, can I get some clues as to, is this a bearish sign? Because 4 hours are showing me that it's bearish, but the 1 hour time frame is showing me that it's bullish. So which one is it? Okay, so I can already see, oof, beautiful. Okay, let's see if this plays out. I can already see from this pivot to yellow. Okay, from this pivot to the new low that we've made over here, and even this low over here, we are making bullish CVD. Okay, but not on blue just as yet. Right, I would like to see blue CVD on the blue line form here as well, to have that double confirmation. But the yellow line is telling me that perhaps a move up is still on the cards. Okay, even if this is a rejection here from the daily level, because we're starting to form bullish CVD. But ideally, I would like blue to come down here, and I mean, it has a really far way to go to come and reach this low over here. I like double confirmations from a CVD perspective. Right, so the one clue that we have, it's not a great clue, but it's a clue nonetheless, is that we have some bullish CVD also between these pivots, okay? This pivot and the low that we've made over here on yellow, you can see we are absolutely just tanking down here, okay? And also here on blue, we have bullish CVD. On the more local structure over here, we have bullish CVD, of which the target is the high, right? Okay, so during this range that's going to form over here, once we start ranging here, the price action will give me more information in terms of, are we building bearish CVD or bullish CVD to continue momentum either to the upside, or are we going to lose the lows over here? Right, local CVD on the smaller time frames, and what I mean by that is local CVD. This is what I refer to as local CVD, okay? Takes priority over higher time frame CVD, okay? So if we start forming bearish CVD more locally, it could confirm that we're going to go down lower. Although we have higher time frame bullish CVD, it's not a lot higher. I would say 15-minute time frame CVD building up here. Okay, so it's all about observing what's going to happen in this range at the moment. But we do have a little bit of bullish CVD building up here. Okay, so let's see what happens. Right, legends. Let's see. Okay. Right, smash up the like on your way in. Let's go. Looks great. Ready to go. Thanks, Mr. Dev. Welcome. Okay, leave your comments if you'd like me to go and analyze the altcoin. Got any trading questions? Let me know in the comments. Okay. What else? As per the thumbnail, let's get to that quickly. As per the thumbnail, okay. Jupiter. Bit disappointed, but some you win and some you lose. Okay. When I go here onto Jupiter, I spoke about it yesterday. Right, and I highlighted this trade in our Legends community this morning as well, which now is playing out quite nicely. Okay. The reason I say I missed it is because I wanted us to come back inside the buy zone. And the reason I was looking for this area over here is because I would have liked to see a retest of the trend, and I would have liked to have better risk management in terms of where I need to put my stop loss. Okay, because the stop loss is quite far away from where it is here on the 0.382, where it actually took the bounce to the low, is a 12.88% stop loss. That is absolutely insane. But I mean, you can still take the risk with good risk management. You're just going to have to use extreme low capital and almost no leverage to make sure that you don't risk more than 1% or 0.5% of your portfolio during a trade like this. So what I told the legends this morning in Discord as well is I am prepared to wait for this box to be hit. And if it doesn't hit, then I miss the trade. It's as simple as that. And then we got a bounce by the 382. Okay, nice little bounce here to the upside. But I mean, it's not over. I do see some high green volume kicking in here. So perhaps this is just a retest for continuation here to the upside. Let's see. Ideally, you want to see these highs hold over here. Okay, and you play the break of the trend. So why I'm saying there's always another opportunity. I do not FOMO into trades. I really do not FOMO into trades, legends. If I miss the trade, I miss it. Okay, and then I wait for the next opportunity. But lesson learned also, what I could have done, okay, I could have placed a trend line over here, and perhaps that would have been the better trend. Okay, whichever way. Right, and then you play the break of, so if you miss the breakout, okay, you play the next breakout. And now, you guessed it, what I'm waiting for now is I'm waiting for a range to form over here, and perhaps there's another trend, another trend that's going to form over here, and then I'll play the break of this trend. So I don't FOMO into trades, I simply wait for the next opportunity. Okay, because I have just often seen legends, it looks like the trade is playing out to perfection. I showed our Legends Discord community this morning what I'm waiting for. I wanted to come back into buy zone. This is the trading setup that I'm looking at, a 3.5 risk to reward, really great trade over here. And I wanted to come here into buy zone. Also, when I zoom out into the 12-hour, it's just such a beautiful trade, because what I saw over here, okay, let me price line is on. Okay, what I saw over here is, you see this low over here. Let me see if everyone can see it. Okay, did the screen freeze? Okay, screen froze. Let me do this. Doom. Go back. And now it's back again. Okay, I'm reminding myself to keep on looking at the feed, because sometimes the screen freezes for no reason, you know, and that's technology for you. Okay, right, everyone can see my mouse now. Okay, I was looking at this low over here, and we swing failured from that low, and we're currently trading above this low. So that's a swing failure pattern on a larger time frame. Then when you zoom into the smaller time frames, if I go back onto the 1 hour time frame, then I also saw more locally, we had another swing failure pattern from these lows. Okay, and you grab the liquidity, you fail to break down. That is what a swing failure pattern is. You are failing to break down, and you get acceptance back above the lows where you grab the liquidity. Okay, swing failure pattern, classic textbook. Okay, so we have a local swing failure pattern, we have a larger time frame swing failure pattern on the 12 hour, and then we broke trend over here. Okay, so for me this was I won't say an obvious trade, but I mean from a technical perspective, it's something that you need to, you know, give a chance. You need to give it a chance. With good risk management, you can make money. Right, and then what happened is we broke out, we formed this consolidation area, and I wanted to come into buy zone, which we didn't. And we, from a bullish momentum perspective, it often happens, and I know this, that when you take a flip from the low to the high, if there's massive bullish momentum in the air, the 382 is usually a great bouncing area. Okay, and that's exactly what happened here to the price of Bitcoin as well. We bounced here on the 382. Okay, right. So basically, legends, I also highlighted the take profits, profit 1, profit 2, where I will basically close out the position. And if you're a risky trader, you can leave some of the position open for higher levels. Right. Okay. So that's basically the trading setup that worked out over there. What I wanted to highlight here with you guys is down in the description, the first link. Okay, let me zoom in here so everyone can see. Legends community, become your best trader. Join our Legends community for expert setups, private live streams, direct access to myself and Andy. When you click on this link over here, you'll land on a page that looks like this. There's myself and Andy, and you can go and click get started. You can go read, listen to our video that we've made. There's some new content coming, but go have a look here. It's a nice community to join. There is a free section, and then there's a paid for section. We have reduced the price. Okay, it used to be, I think, $150 per month. We've reduced the price now to $97. And cool. So if you guys would like to join our Legends community, what it looks like now is, you can see this is basically me. Just want to make sure that everyone can see. Let me make it a bit bigger over here. Okay, can everyone see that? Right, that looks better. Okay, so I mean, I've got access to a lot more because I've got the admin rights, but this is where Andy provides daily video updates in terms of the setups that he sees, and you can see we're posting daily, even 3-4 times a day. This is where I post my daily analysis. Here's the trading setup that I spoke about. Okay, that now we got front run on. So if you want access to the daily alpha, we are expanding or we're making it better, we're enhancing it. We've got a nice, great research section in here that I find extremely valuable. Where's the research? Here we go. Daily alpha, DGen report. Okay. And as you can see, if I click on this link, for example, this is daily alpha that gets shared with the community first before we drop it onto Twitter or onto our YouTube channels. This is where me and Andy get our research from. This is what we share inside of our live streams and our video updates. The community inside here gets it first before anyone else sees it. And here you can see where they cover liquidity. We cover the government that's selling at the moment. You can see here's all the news daily, I think, and the news gets dropped here 3 times a day. Okay, there's news, there's alpha, altcoin reports, and then there's the alpha from a DGen perspective. Right, and then obviously we have money shots. Where's the money shots? We have money shots. okay, where people are taking some phenomenal trades here to the upside with good risk management. We've got trading tools, we've got research, we've got everything, and we are expanding and building on this platform. So it's an absolute great community to be a part of. It's still small, but it's going to grow tremendously fast. Okay, and myself and Andy are active inside of there every single day. Right, Miss Melanie, I made it. Hi, welcome. Good morning from Los Angeles. Welcome. Thanks for joining the stream. Trendline trading has worked over the past few days. Yes. Since we have been front running buy and sell zones. Exactly. Irina, welcome. Thanks for joining the stream. So it's best to look at the 1 hour for CBD. CVD, you mean Crypto Big Brains. Okay. Also DOT. I saw DOT breaking out here. Okay. Let's see if DOT can hold this trend. Okay, my alarms are starting to go off with some of the altcoins. I saw DOT breaking out, and at the moment it's holding above the trend line, which is great. Okay, it needs to hold above. But holy crap, I mean, from a risk management perspective, legends, this is, if you want to attempt a trade over here, from a risk management perspective, you can choose. You can either put your stop loss below the low where you're supposed to put it, or you can attempt to put your stop loss here. But I mean, that is a fast stop loss, okay? 8% and 5% stop loss. Right, but DOT needs to hold above this trend line. Okay, and it's currently being rejected here by the 1-to-1 ratio, which could mean that this is an ABC and we're going to reject down. Okay, so it needs to hold the trend to go here to the 1.618. Also, let's go back here onto the price of Bitcoin. Right, legends. So from a longing perspective, it feels like it's in the middle of nowhere. Quite interesting where we got the bounce. Okay, we were all waiting for this level. Okay, yesterday during the stream as well, I said we're waiting for the daily level in confluence with a 50% FIB level, and we tapped the 0.382 and we got the bounce. Okay, and we actually made a double bottom, small little double bottom from this low and this low, and then we smashed through. First we got a rejection. There was another naked point of control over here. We got a little bit of a rejection, and then we smashed through. Now we're at the daily. Now we're at the critical daily zone. And now the question is, are we going up from here or are we going down? And what is, this is not easy, legends, is that we have more selling pressure than green volume at the moment on the 1 hour time frame. But then on the 15-minute time frame, the picture changes, is that the green volume is superseding the red volume. Okay, so this could potentially be a retest for continuation here to the upside, together with the bullish CVD that I've just shared with you guys, building up here at the moment. I don't spot any bearish CVD, only bullish CVD here at the moment. Okay. Right, so legends, purely from a 15-minute and a 1 hour time frame perspective, the structure looks bullish, because you guys will remember, I always say, when you have a body, okay, let me zoom in here, when you have the body of the 1 hour candle close above a critical level, that usually means continuation to the upside. It doesn't mean if you lose the level, you're just going to smack down. It breaks out, okay, it comes back for a retest. And ideally, I would like us to hold this point of control over here. Do you see this high volume node over here? Okay, I want us to hold these highs over here. You can see how we broke through. We retested it as resistance. We retested again. We struggled, and then we broke through with high volume. Okay, so you want to see this retracement, hold this area, and then I will consider a long entry over here. Okay. Right, legends. That's basically what I'm seeing here on the price of Bitcoin. Also, what I wanted to look at is, what I looked at this morning is I wanted to see, is the correction finished? Okay, from a timing perspective. And when I take a time fib from the start of the impulse to the end of the impulse, you can see we started pumping exactly, okay, at the 1-to-1 ratio. It might be a little bit small for you guys to see, but this is the 1-to-1 ratio, where you have a 1-to-1, okay, perfect balance between the impulse and the correction. And this could be the start of impulses to the upside, because it looks like the correction could be finished at the 1-to-1 ratio. together with the 382. But I mean, we were waiting for this level, and like who mentioned it, Mr. Dev, I can't remember, that we got front run. Basically, we got front run. Bitcoin has just been front running the bloody levels that we are watching. Okay. Right, legends. Another thing that I was watching is when I take the time fib out and I take a trend-based fib from the high to the low to the high, I was waiting for a C wave to complete here to the downside. So usually when you have an impulse to the upside, okay, and you have a corrective structure, it's usually a three-wave structure. 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, 1, 2, 3. Let me do it like that. And we tap the 1 to 1 ratio over here, which is considered a common C wave target. Okay, I was waiting for the 1.236 here, together with the daily and the 50% fib level, which we didn't get. Okay, so for now, I want us to at least hold this area. Legends, I can tell you guys now, if we had to lose this area over here, we are most probably going down. Okay. If we had to lose this level, retest it as resistance, you could get an SFP here from the daily level. Okay. Make a lower high for continuation here to the downside. Right. But for now, for bullish momentum inside of this structure to remain to the upside, you really want to see us hold this point of control over here. I hope that makes sense. Okay, daily, weekly. I'm still waiting for a retest, the current low at 58K. Yeah, 58K. You're waiting for this retest. Okay, so very patient over there. Let me just take some of these things out, clean it up. Okay, so you're basically waiting for a retest of this low over here at $58,000, 170. Definitely a possibility. I mean, the market is here to surprise us, and that is why I'm always so cautious to try and lean a specific way. I'm always not trying to be just bullish or just bearish. I'm always trying to look at both sides of the coin, and depending on what price action shows me, I'll either be a bear in that moment or I'll be a bull in that moment. Okay. Right, so I mean, there's definitely a possibility looking at the structure, legends, over here. Okay, like I've mentioned, is this a 1, 2, 3 here to the upside, or is this still a 1, 2, 3 to the downside, where this is part of a corrective structure over here? Okay, definitely a possibility. I can tell you guys now that if we had to start tapping this daily level here at $64,000, 200, 300, give or take, this level over here, if we start coming to these levels over here, we start increasing the probabilities for bullish momentum to continue to the upside. Okay. Also from a 4-hour perspective, let me clean this up a little bit. Okay, from a 4-hour perspective, and I'm sure Andy has showed you guys this as well, right? You take a fixed range profile, you're on the 4-hour time frame, drag it across. Okay, 62. You see, you guys can see why that $62,000 level is so important. That if this is a deviation below the value area range, okay, if this is a deviation, you want to get acceptance back above. Once you get acceptance back above, you could come down, retest it as support, and then you're targeting the high once again of the range. You can see how we have a deviation, we come back down to the bottom. We have a deviation, we come down to the bottom. We have a deviation, we go back to the top. Okay, so from a range trading perspective, this is what they do. They sit on their hands when they see this, and as soon as price gets back inside the range, acceptance back inside the range, they long. Okay, and then they have their TP set here at the top of the range. That's how range trading works. Right. What else? Take this out the way. Let's go through some comments over here. Happening as we speak, bouncing off daily. Yes. Let me go back here onto the 15-minute time frame. Switch back on my daily levels over. Am I on the right chart? Daily, weekly, monthly. Let's just switch them all on, okay, and see what is cooking over here. Interesting that we had a swing failure pattern from the monthly level. Can you guys see that? Okay, it's quite an aggressive swing failure pattern, but I mean, it's a big level. Okay, you have a monthly level over here. Okay, I called it monthly. Let me just switch off the VRVP. You have a monthly level over here. You had a swing failure pattern. This is considered a successful swing failure pattern from the monthly level. Okay, and then you had a retest and you had another retest, and you are failing to fall below the monthly level. So for now, this actually looks bullish because you're failing to lose the monthly level. Right. I will check Phantom in a moment. Love your analysis. Karen, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Right. Okay, legends. That is basically what I see over here on the price of Bitcoin. Very similar to my live stream of yesterday. I mean, just pointing out some obvious things over here. We got front run. We were all waiting for this level, which didn't get tapped. But I mean, nice little double bottom over here. But we do have a monthly level that got respected to perfection together with the 382 FIP level. Okay, 382. Okay, monthly level. There's a lot of confluence over here. And legends, I don't know how often I've said this. And for those of you that's never heard this, okay, I've said it so often that when everyone is waiting for a level, there's usually two things that happen. You either front run it or you break it. And we got front run because I clearly remember saying this when we were here. Okay, I see this happen so often. Do you guys remember when I spoke about this pivot over here? Okay, let me switch off some stuff over here. Okay, when you take a FIP here from the lows to the highs, we were all waiting here for the 50% FIP level. Also, when you take a FIP from these lows to the highs, there's also a 618 level. There's a range low pivot over here. Range low pivot, great Fibonacci levels. And I remember when we were trading or ranging over here, I said, guys, we're either going to front run it, or we're going to break it. And we broke it. Now again, same bloody scenario. It just played out differently now, where we front run it. Okay. Crazy how the market works. No, crazy. They don't want you to make money, right? That's why you need to outsmart the market. Let me just take these things here out the way. Okay, cool. Right, legends. Do I spot any berry CVD? Not yet. No berry CVD. Legends, I mean, this is what I'm looking for right now from a trading perspective, is that if price had to move up here and crawl up here, and we do not make berry CVD, there's a possibility that we are going to go higher. Okay, we do have bullish CVD between these pivots, okay, on yellow and on blue, okay, of which the target is the high. Right, let's see how this plays out. I'm going to close some of these things. Okay, cool. Let's go and look at Phantom for the legends. Why not? Let's look at Phantom over here. If you guys have any other requests, let me know in the comments down below. Mr. Phantom, I did have you here somewhere, and I've got so many coins on this list. I think it's just going to be easier if I search for them. FTM USDT. Where are you, Phantom? You're over here. Right. I have done some analysis over here. Let's see. Welcome, 𝗞𝗍. Welcome to the stream. Smash up the like button for this educational content. Yes, smash up the like. Right. Let's analyze Phantom over here. Just want to see. Okay. Phantom is actually still holding the trend. Okay. I do like that it's holding this trend. You can see that it had a fake out. So I'm here on the 12-hour time frame. So I like to jump into the 12-hour just to see from a bigger picture where we are. Right, so we obviously have a trend that I'm tracking over here, and I've got my alarm set. That's the trigger that I'm waiting for. But I mean, this trend line has been respected so nice. We have 1, 2, 3 touches. 3 touches is usually enough for me. It's a valid trend line if you have 3 touches. We lost the trend over here, but we got acceptance back above. What I also like about it is we have tapped a C wave target. So if this is, let me just see how I drew it. If this is an A, B, C here to the downside, we have tapped a C wave target. But You have to consider that there's another C wave target here at the bottom. So if we had to turn bearish all of the sardines, there's a possibility that you're going to swing failure from these lows. Okay, so from a very bearish perspective, okay, if we had to lose the trend, definitely an area that I'm interested in, 31 cents. Okay, but for now, we are holding the trend and we have tapped a C wave target. So I would basically just sit on my hands. I want to see if I can see a clearer trend. Let me do this, take the brushes out. On the smaller time frame. So let's go on to the 1 hour. I want to see what is cooking over here. Okay, that is perhaps a valid trend. I do like 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. You had a little bit of a fake out over here, so perhaps this is a nice valid trend. So set your alarms. Okay, this is what I'm doing, setting my alarms. Okay, and then I wait. I sit in my hands and I wait. Because if you want to FOMO into trade, by all means, go and FOMO into the trade, okay? Because we might do this, right? I'm going to wait for the trend. So regardless of what happens over here, I wait for the alarm to go off. And I mean, there was a fake out over there, but let's see if we could have spotted if that was indeed a fake out. Okay, so on the 1 hour time frame, let's zoom in. Yeah, not an easy one. I would have most likely, let me see. Yeah, not an easy one. I think I would have most likely exited the trade. This trend line does look better. So it actually looks like we did break this trend. Sorry, Legions, I'm just thinking over here. Almost tapped at 0.618, then 50%, consolidating at the 382. Not an easy one. I don't like this trend over here. Although it has confluence, it doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right. Let me try do this. Okay. Doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel right. Okay. Wait for the trend. They both valid. They both valid trends. It's not an easy one. From a trend line perspective, Phantom is not giving us what I want to see. Okay. I do like the rejections over here, but I can tell you guys, I would have most likely, if I had to take the trades over here, I would have been stopped out. I would have most likely taken the trade, but looking at this trend line, this would have been a clue for me. Okay. Do you guys see that the highest amount of volume that tapped the trend over here, okay, left a wick? And there's volume, okay, this was below the trend line. Okay, so yeah, I think if I was in front of the charts and I did play a long yarn Phantom, I would have most probably taken this long. I would have had my stop here below the low. But if I see acceptance back below the trend line, I would have most probably exited the position before my stop loss gets hit. And if I was sleeping, then my stop loss would have gotten hit. But I mean, you don't win them all. So I'm just trying from an education perspective, show everyone what I would have done over here. I would have most probably taken this trade. I wouldn't have taken this one because of the high volume candle and the wick over there. But I would have taken this one, my stop below the low. And if I was in front of the chart and we get acceptance back inside, I would have exited the trade before my stop loss gets hit. Never be scared to exit the trade if you see that things are turning against you. Don't just wait for your stop loss to get hit, especially if you have confirmation that the price is going to go down lower. Okay, and if I wasn't in front of the chart, my stop loss would have hit over there. Okay, but now again on Phantom, what I see over here is you have a wick touching the trend. Okay, with high volume, telling me that most likely if you come back up here, it's going to be a fake out, like what happened here. Okay, you have a wick with high volume tapping the trend, and then you have a fake out. Okay, these altcoins, they love to have fake outs. Okay, right, but I think not a great coin to trade from a trend line perspective. Okay, a little bit messy. Okay, but from a larger time frame perspective, I hope I've given you some clarity. Karen, okay. is it has a chance for a bounce in the zone. Okay, it has found support. This is something else that I like as well. Okay, so let's just clean this up. I do like that we've also swing failured, like I've showed you guys on Jupiter. We've also swing failured from this low over here, and we're currently trading above. Okay, there's the price line. We're currently trading above. Okay, so we have tried to break through. We got supported by the diagonal trend, and now we're currently trading above. So perhaps it's been squeezed. It's been squeezed in here for potential breakout to the upside or to the downside. Okay. Right, that's basically the quick and dirty analysis here on the price of Phantom. Remember, legends, if you'd like to come and join me from a trading perspective, I've got Bluffin, 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗍, and 𝗬𝗫xe, three of my favorite exchanges that I use. Bluffin is the one that I'm more active on. I did take a copy trade today in Bluffin. I got stopped out. Nonetheless, small loss. I think the loss was like 0.03%. I took, I'm very careful with my stop losses and risk management on my copy trading account, and also 80k bonus, no KYC for a very long time. Right, so go down in the description, sign up, come trade with me. Right, legends, let's go back here onto the price of Bitcoin. What is cooking over here? I still don't see any bearish. Before I speak, I don't see any bearish CVD just as yet. Okay, right, let's go through some more comments over here. Market close. Right, really appreciate the in-depth on Phantom. It's tricky with such good macro. I expect the price to move, but it's still not. Yes, I mean, legends, I'll be honest with you guys, from an altcoin perspective, and many of the altcoins, okay, a lot of our favorite altcoins that's been around the block, that's showing similar structures like Phantom, I cannot deny, just take some of the mess here out the way. I cannot deny where most of the altcoins are at the moment. If you are an investor and you're loading up on your spot bags, no financial advice. This is what I am doing, and please, don't say you did it because I said so. I'm just telling you guys what I am doing. There's no denying fact that these are great load up zones. Okay, even if we come back down lower and we retest the support, for example, over here, these are great load up zones because you might not get there. Okay, some of them might just consolidate and consolidate and consolidate, and then everyone is waiting for this level, and then it starts pumping back to the upside. Okay, right, and I'm seeing this on Veracity. Let's go and look at Veracity. I think Veracity is doing some great stuff here to the upside. Right, Veracity has really made a low over here, but it's broken trend. This is what I like about Veracity. If I go onto the 4 hour, I took a trade on this. I played the break of this trend, and I've already de-risked myself. Okay, I'm still inside a Veracity trade over here. Long-term trend that has been broken. I just have to add to these positions. If I look at 𝗬𝗫𝗍, 𝗬𝗫𝗍 has also, here's my trading setup still playing out. I'm patient. We've broken out. Most probably taking a fit from the low to the high. We've also bounced there on the 382, and now it looks like we're going to find some upwards momentum. Let's see how this plays out. I actually want to take profits. Yeah, okay. Right, Algorand, they're all showing similar structures. So from a larger time frame perspective, I like where they are, although I know that they can come back down lower. What I really like about Algorand, okay, wow. I put my whole life savings on a spot because Devil told me to. Well done. Well done. Okay. Please share some of those profits. Crazy. You legends are absolutely crazy. Right. Okay. When I look at Algorand over here, I really, really like the price structure of Algorand. And the reason I like it is because you have a beautiful consolidation area over here. Okay. You have these highs. Okay. And you can just see that they've acted as support as well. Well, not really. Okay. You've broken down. You tried to break the level. You didn't. Then you tried to break the level again, and you just tried, and eventually you broke the level. And now for the first time, we're coming back for a retest. We haven't tested this area as support as yet. We've broken it as resistance, but we never came back for a retest, and now we've retested it. So I really like where Algorand is at the moment, but I'm still tracking the momentum here to the downside. I acknowledge that we are inside a great support area, a very strong support area, And this is where I add to my spot bags. Okay. Also, what I like about Algorand over here is if I zoom into the 4 hour, we had a successful swing failure pattern. Okay, we made a low, we tried to break it, we tried to break down, we didn't. Successful SFP, and now we could find momentum here to the upside. Okay, and let's see what happens at that trend. And it actually looks like we broke a short-term trend as well here on Algorand. That's the trend. Okay, broke another trend, exactly like 𝗬liche. Okay. Right, and many of the coins have similar structures, legends, and the daily level. What I want to see over here is what's interesting to me as well is when I zoom into this price structure. I know I'm bouncing around over here, legends. Is when I zoom into Bitcoin on the structure that we're seeing over here. Okay, I like to take a fib from the high to the low. Okay, you can see where we're getting the rejection at the area. At the moment, 382, we're getting a rejection. If we move up, so what I'm trying to see is, are we going to get a rejection here by the 618, okay, or the 786? And while price is moving up here, are we going to make bearish CVD between these two pivots? Because that would then tell me that we're going to go down. But at the moment, I'm not seeing any bearish CVD. And if we're going to start tapping the 0.88 over here, it increases the probabilities that you're going to claim the high and potentially even go to higher levels. Okay. And I want to see something here. This could potentially be an impulse. You want to see a three-wave corrective structure. Okay. And then continuation here to the upside, if this is the end of the impulse over here. But then I don't want us to lose that point of control. Okay. Where's that point of control? Let's just bring the price action in here. Take the brushes out. Right, so if we are forming, let me do this. Okay, legends, this is the, if this is the end of the impulse over here, okay? If this is the end of the impulse and we're making a three-wave corrective structure, we need to end it over there for continuation to the upside. Okay, right, legends. That is basically it from my side today. Thank you all so much for joining, and smash up the like on your way out. Subscribe for future notifications, and I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers for now.